Lord Buddha, when he was small, he had his cousin brother, Devdutt. And this Devdutt and he used to play together. And once Devdutt saw a lovely bird, so he threw an arrow and that bird got wounded and bird fell down. Bird wing was wounded. So Buddha went there and quickly cared for that wounded bird and bird got better. But this boy, Devdutt said that bird is mine. I am going to take this bird. And the whole chaos went to father. Father says, let us see where bird wants to go. So they kept bird at the center. One side Devdutt was standing, another side Buddha was standing. And then they were told bird, go wherever bird wants to go. Bird just ran to Buddha. This Devdutt was very angry that my right somebody is taking away. Buddha was praised, Buddha was loved by parents and so on, and Devdutt was burning. Now the same feeling continued when they grew old. Now Buddha became a really great personality, embodiment of peace and wisdom. But Devdutt very often would find some reason to hurt Buddha, kill Buddha. One day he made elephant intoxicated and he threw elephant in front of Buddha and elephant went to crush him. But then as soon as he saw Buddha, he just sat down and he just touched his feet with his snout. And this scenario went for practically whole life. Understand why people behave like that, taking revenge. Somewhere they are getting some satisfaction. That person because of whom they got hurt, that person because of whom they were put down, that person, if he gets hurt or he gets condemned or he is criticized, you feel satisfied. People relive the same incident again and again and continuously get hurt and continuously want to take revenge. This goes on. And then what happens? This becomes their second nature. Person becomes revengeful in personality and he becomes a very negative person, a pessimistic person. A weak person gets into this state. Strong people will not. Strong people will forget and forgive. But weak people continue the negativity. So there is no joy, no happiness. Everything is gone. Person is wounded all the time. That wound remains fresh in his personality all the time. It is burning inside. So now yoga says that here, learn to forgive. That forgiveness should be your character. Become strong and bring little positivity towards others in life. So in life there are two paths, always. One, revengeful negativity and your downfall. And another is vairagya, karuna, compassion towards situation, and that takes you up. Now, don't think that a person who has done wrong to you, you have to teach him a lesson. No, never. Everybody who does his action, he has to face the consequences of his action. You don't have to do that. So this thinking should go away from people's personality that he has done harm to me, so I will be doing harm to him. People say revenge is a dish best served cold. What are you doing? You are planning, you are organizing how to take revenge. You are wasting energy, time, money, everything to see that you take a very good revenge. No need. Here is a theory which is called as karma theory. Everyone who does his action, whatever action you do, you have to face the consequences of your action. Somebody else doesn't have to teach him a lesson, not at all. Every action is effective. No action goes waste. Every action has its own consequence, cause and effect. It is the most scientific terminology. Universal law of nature. If you put seed of banana, banana will come. If you put seed of hatred, hatred will come. What you put, you get. All these people who have done something wrong, they have done harm to you, they are going to get their own effect. You should not bother about it. Here is one very strong story, an incident about a High Court judge. During May vacation, he went to some remote place, a small village. One day in the morning, when he was out in the jungle, sitting near bush for his morning duty, he saw one man pulling another man forcibly, threw that man out on the ground, took a knife from his pocket and stabbed that fellow at 5-6 different places. He just killed him. This judge saw all this scene very clearly. He was on the opposite side, very close, and he saw who is the murderer. After 4 months, this incident came in this judge's court only. They brought a murderer who was very different than what he saw. That murderer, against him, there were about 15 eyewitnesses who would tell that this fellow is the murderer. The judge had to give a verdict that this fellow should be hanged. Internally, he knows that he is not the murderer, but he had to do that. Judge went home. He couldn't sleep at night. He knew that this fellow is not the murderer. So at night at 2 o'clock, he went to meet this fellow and told him that, look, I know that you are not the murderer. I am the person who has given you the punishment of hanging. The murderer had some hope. He was very happy. He says, sir, please help me. I have not murdered this fellow. Judge said, I know it. I know it very well. But I have come to ask you one question. If you speak truth, I'll definitely help you. Please, sir, I know it. So he asked a question. He said that, have you ever murdered somebody in your life where you were not caught? Has such thing happened in your life? And he said, sir, since I have to speak truth, yes. 4 months back only, I was given money to murder somebody. I murdered him. It was a heavy rain. I threw that body in water. Nobody even noticed anything. I got my money and that matter was over totally. But this murder I have not done and I am punished for this murder. Judge heard that. He went home. And then he just wrote a resignation saying that I don't want to be a judge. What judgment we humans have. That person has murdered and he is roaming around. A murderer is roaming around. He is doing all wrong things in life. And here he has not murdered and he is punished for murder. So there is some other law which is governing our life, and that is the law of karma. Your action, you have to face the consequences, if not immediately, after 10 years, 20 years, maybe next life, but you will have to face the consequences. So before doing any action, think twice. Is that action good or is that action bad? For good, you will get good effect. For bad, you will get bad effect. It is very clear. No action goes waste. So here is a sutra which tells, Teh lad paritap phala punya apunya hetutvat. For punya action, you get punya effect. For apunya action, you get apunya effect. So that law is very, very clear. Good action, you will have good effect. Bad action, bad effect. That law is clear in life. So start doing good actions, have good goal in life, work hard to reach to the goal, but not revengeful goal. Take charge of yourself. Don't allow emotions to just go negative. Remain positive, remain enthusiastic, learn to forget and forgive in life. Bring some vairagya in life, detachment in life, and you will notice that you will get the best in your life. Take care. Namaskar.